Hey guys, welcome to another video. And I noticed this, so I thought we would watch it before I go live on stream, which will be over on Twitch today. And it will be shortly after this post because this will probably take me a bit to record, edit, and all that. And yeah, so we are going to watch the pre-launch stream, which luckily is only 20 minutes, so it's not like your typical stream.
Hello everyone, I'm Holly Longdale, the executive producer of World of Warcraft, and I'm here today with our lead combat designer, Brian Halinka. We're excited to be here with you to talk about Dragonflight pre-patch. First though, we wanted to take a moment to thank you, our incredible community, for taking this journey with us. We are thrilled to invite you into Azeroth as WoW embarks on its latest adventure.
With the second part of pre-patch starting to roll out today, we wanted to check in and catch everyone up on what's happening in WoW. There's been a lot going on in the lead up to Dragonflight. We've added a whole lot to the game already. First off, the first UI revamp in the history of World of Warcraft is live. The UI has received a fresh, updated look that improves the visual fidelity while increasing the customizability of tons of HUD elements like the minimap, action bars, and unit frames. The brand new class talent trees are now in the hands of players around the world. This is a project I've worked very closely with my team on. It's really cool to have that out in the hands of players now.
I remember when I first got into Classic, just the joy of earning a point, and spending a point, and experimenting with my character and my playstyle.
You know, customization is a big theme of Dragonflight, and these trees represent a revolution on how classes are constructed and played in World of Warcraft. It empowers players with greater control over the abilities that end up in their spellbook, and it's a deeper level of customization that gives meaningful options at every level.
Also, starting today, as Access rolls out, Drakthir will be playable across the world if you pre-purchase Dragonflight. This is just the beginning of a bright future together.
We have Taryn and Anna, who will stop in to share more on the story of the expansion.
And then, stay with us to hear Graham and Kali talk a little more about how the Drakthir have evolved since Alpha. And with that, it's time for the world premiere of the launch cinematic for World of Warcraft, Dragonflight. Let's take a look.
Might not have to watch that other video. This might be it right here. That sounded like Overwatch there for a second. They look so good right there. before they come back. But that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, that's yeah, they looked so real, you know. I thought that was really good.
Dragons! That was awesome.
Oh man, the team worked so hard. Just thank you so much for all your incredible work. So Taryn, you're a huge part of the narrative for Dragonflight, and I had the privilege to direct the trailer we just saw, so
let's dive in. Earlier this year, we saw the first Dragonflight cinematic and witnessed the return of the dragons to their ancestral home, the Dragon Isles. But this all-new cinematic really strives to show what lies in store for the player when they themselves answer the call.
yeah, we really wanted to show the return to adventure. We've been away for a little while in the Shadowlands, and now we're coming back to Azeroth.
Just gonna say, when he said answer the call, the first thing that came to mind was Ghostbusters. I'm just gonna say.
And for me, when I play WoW, it's exciting and thrilling and there's danger, but there's also moments of beauty and awe and wonder. And so that was really, really important, I think, to capture, because that's where we're going. And we knew from the get-go that we wanted a Horde and Alliance to fly together. I think that when we were trying to capture, like, who could these characters be? Wildhammer Dwarf, the first Griffin riders, because they'll love to fly. And then we had the Zandalari Troll, who grew up around giant dinosaurs. He probably has like animal handling plus 10. And it's kind of a little bit playfulness between them, youth and experience, heart and head. But ultimately, they're flying, they're dragon companions. That's gonna be a huge part of the game. And if it wasn't enough dragons there, you get to be a dragon.
Get to play a dragon. And as we saw in the Dragonflight Legacy series that we released in the last couple weeks, which if you haven't seen, go check that out.
Go watch.
We saw the origin of the Drakthir, this new race to World of Warcraft, but with an ancient history that goes back many thousands of years. In fact, long before he was Deathwing, the Black Dragon Neltharion created the Drakthir to be his loyal soldiers by taking the essence of the mortal races and of dragons and colliding them together to create just an incredibly powerful, versatile adversary.
Their story, I think, resonates with a lot of people because they are stepping into the power, they're discovering who they are. It was one of those really special kind of stories that touches your heart. The power resonates from inside their core and then travels around in all the swirling colors of all the aspects and then coalesces into the ability that they want to use. And then Eternity Surge, which is that power-up move, and they literally stomp into their power. Ability spreads down their wings, and they leap in the air, and there's an arcane blast, and you're like, whoa! And when I saw that, I was like, oh, we have to do that. In our hyper-real style and cinematics, our effects artists and our animators will just dial to 11, and it was a really special moment when that came together.
Right in the middle of the cinematic, though, we saw the debut of Razageth.
Yeah.
Primal dragon, the Storm
Eater. She is a dragon unlike anything we've ever seen, that elemental power that she has. And when we were making her in the cinematic, she's huge, and we wanted to show that scale. When we do these hyper-real pieces, we have to think about the realism, the realisticness. What does the inside of a dragon mouth look like? Our art director was like, have you ever seen the inside of a penguin's mouth?
A penguin.
And we were like, nope. And then, it was like, oh my gosh, they're terrifying. So we wanted her jaws coming at the screen, almost eating the camera.
Everything about her just demonstrating this, ability to move the elements at her whim. So getting back to Dragonflight Legacies for a second, we did see the birth of the original 5 flights, the ones that we're familiar with in World of Warcraft, that have been at our sides throughout all the expansions, all the way back to Cataclysm and even before. We saw how they were bestowed each with tremendous powers over certain domains as protectors of Azeroth. While the green dragons were given domain over nature and the Emerald Dream, while the bronze dragons were given the magics of time. And then we have the black dragons, stewards of the deep places of the earth, and the blue dragons, which are just these arcane protectors of the magics of the world. Finally, the red dragonflight, the flight of life, rebirth. And all of those things are completely encapsulated in the Queen of the Dragons, Alexstrasza.
She's a beloved character in WoW, and when we first saw her in the announcement cinematic, you could feel like the global, yes! And that was super powerful, and in this cinematic, we thought it was super important to show who she is, right? So to me, she's grace, she's regalness, she has an ancient.
Just gonna pause. Just gonna pause for a sec. But today they also announced a statue, which I'll put on screen when I go to edit. When I do the edit, I'll add in the prices and all that.
Wisdom to her, but also when she breathes fire, it's not destruction, it's renewal, it's regrowth.
It's a breath
She's
of
the
life.
life finder.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So when we fly off into the sunset with her and the dragons, that's what we're going to. We're going for adventure, we're going for exploration, we're going for wonder, and we're going with one of the best characters, I think, in WoW.
And those are really some of the core themes of Dragonflight: renewal, rebirth. What are our legacies? What do they mean? All of these things are coming to bear in the story of Dragonflight. And we'll get to adventure with Alexstrasza, right? We get to talk to her, we get to be there with her. Also with Rathian, Kalikos, Nosdormu, all of these legendary dragons we'll meet and interact with throughout our adventures on the Dragon Isles. And it's just shaping up to be an experience we can't wait for everyone to try out.
I love all those characters, so it's just like, it's gonna be fun.
Let's talk about favorite shot.
Okay.
What's your favorite shot in the show?
I'll
on
tell
3?
you, I'll tell you.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Tuskar in a boat.
Yeah.
They have little baby Tuskars too. They're so cute. So yeah, fan favorite. Yes. With all this talk about dragons, now
Me, it's a toss-up because I like both the Tuskar in the boat, but I love the introduction to Razageth. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to more lore on that one. Yeah. Plus, she's pretty and purple.
is the time for the players to jump in, create their own legacy, and make their very own Drakthir.
Graham and Collie are up next to teach you exactly how to be the best Drakthir you can be. Stay tuned.
You have awakened to face a shattered past and an uncertain future. Yet the threads of fate weave a new path.
Today, we fight for each other. For all Drakthir.
By wing or by talon, we will see it done. Show no mercy to these aberrations.
This is our home. The Drakthir will defend it.
It's my boomkin. Okay, so that's the new launch trailer.
That was amazing.
That was awesome. I love seeing those. It makes me so excited for folks to finally be able to get in there and make their Drakthir evoker.
There are just so many options you have for both your Drakthir form and your Visage form. I love that we started with a lot of options and then players are like, hey, can we get some more in the alpha? And we're like, okay, have a bunch more.
So many.
I have a hard time choosing my favorite. Do you have a favorite?
I do. It's the spikes. The fact that I can add spikes.
I'm just gonna say, for those that attend the stream today, this part, it will probably be on for like 30 minutes. There is a lot of options in the Drakthir. I remember when I was doing it, I did it as a video that never ended up making it to, the channel. Because between the 30-minute customization and then the rest of the video, I just did not want to edit it after that. Yeah, so I remember I did a stream where I kind of re-went through it for people because I lost all motivation to edit the video because of the customization part. But yeah, there is a lot of customization.
Spikes to my arms, to my legs, my chest.
There's one ear customization I always choose. It's the notched option with the little
That's a very good
with
one.
the little wingy ears.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
top-notch customization. Okay. But there's also the really pretty
Bad joke.
scale colors that we've added because we have
yeah.
that deep, vibrant blue and the deep, vibrant red.
The blue especially, I think that's what I start with whenever I'm making a Dracthyr.
I'm really excited to customize my visage form also.
Absolutely.
Dragons have a mortal form that they've been able to take. We thought it would be cool for Dracthyr to have the same.
I really love how much self-expression it gives players.
I like to make mine match whatever build I'm playing. So if I'm playing a new range specialization, Devastation, I'll either go with a red theme or a blue theme, depending on the build I'm doing.
That's really cool. Okay, so if I'm playing Preservation, our healer specialization, I'd probably do green scales on my Dracthyr, and then maybe bronze scales on my visage form.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like that.
Once I'm done customizing, we get to hop in and start playing through the Forbidden Reach, the Dracthyr's starting experience where you learn what the Dracthyr are about and what it means to be an evoker.
They're going to be able to try out all the new abilities that really make you feel like a dragon.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Soar, the Dracthyr's new racial ability, our new in-air locomotion system that lets you launch yourself up in the
do
air
like the
and
Soar.
glide and dive around the Forbidden Reach and then all the Dragon Isles.
Yeah.
We love Soar.
Pause. I will just say, and this is a hot take right here. I don't expect everyone to agree with this once you've tried out these things. But I like Soar on a Dracthyr better than I like dragon riding. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but dragon riding kind of like it feels like too much, you know? Like, I'm not a person that really gets like motion sickness or anything, but I almost feel kind of when I'm dragon riding, which might be one big reason why I'm not too terribly fond of it from what I've done in the beta. But Soar just feels natural and like it's really nice. I like the Soar ability a lot. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna main Dracthyr. I feel like Dracthyr to me is more kind of like Demon Hunters were, where it's cool, it's the new thing for that expansion. It's pretty much gonna be the overpowered character, and I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna play it casually, and that's what the Dracthyr I think is gonna be for me. Yeah, just from what I've tested so far. But I know for a lot of people it will become a main, and yeah, it's got some good abilities.
Soar.
Yes.
Wanted it from day one, and players said, well, I want to do it a lot more. I
Yes.
want to go faster, fly higher. So now when you're in the Dragon Isles, progressing your dragon riding skill tree, which also upgrades your dragon riding Drake's capabilities,
Excellent.
it'll also buff Soar, make it go faster and have a shorter cooldown while you're in the Dragon Isles.
I love how Soar makes me appreciate the landscape now
Yeah.
and just thinking about what I'm doing a little bit more.
Yeah, the first time you take off and start soaring around, it really makes you view the terrain in a different way, avoid cliffs in a different way. One of the other things players are going to be able to try in the Forbidden Reach is the Evoker's new empowered spell mechanic. So with Fire Breath, as you press and hold the key to cast it,
Yes.
it'll actually charge up, and the longer it charges, has additional effects, which makes you feel like a dragon in a different way.
I'm really glad that we listened to player feedback early on and added a press and tap option also, because for my own playstyle, it just flows better to be able to like tap once to start my precast and start charging, and then tap again to release that energy and cast that spell.
It's something that we heard about super early on and wanted to make sure that we gave players more options to play the game, the way that works for them. No matter which input option you're using, empowered spells really give you that feeling of physicality and being a dragon.
What ability makes you feel like a dragon the most?
The most, it's gotta be Deep Breath.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We saw it in the trailer, you launch into the sky, do that strafing run and just, blowing destruction underneath you, killing probably everything. It does a lot of damage.
Does a lot of damage.
But yeah, it's easily my favorite.
Yeah, I love the talent that goes with Deep Breath, Terror of the Skies.
Yes.
Just because being able to like add a stun on top of a ton of damage, it's great for my Mythic Plus runs. So we have Deep Breath on the Devastation side. On the Preservation side, we have Dreamflight.
That emerald dream energy flowing out of you, it's a lot more serene than Deep Breath, but still really powerful. And what I like about both of them is how they both make you feel very mobile, right? That sense of flight as you're in combat was super important for us.
One of my favorite ones is Rescue.
Oh yeah.
The ability to be able to pick up an ally who maybe is standing in fire and possibly place them somewhere safe. I don't know.
You can place them wherever you want. You do go with them, but I think you'll quickly learn who your friends are when they're...
Priests have some competition.
using rescue.
I still remember the day that
Although I will say, I use that buff. There's a few of them, and I'm drawing a blank to some of the names of them. But I use those buffs that last like, well, they last like a full 24 hours or something. And actually, it might even be longer. Might be days. Yeah. But I use that so that the priest can't touch me. I wonder if you can with this one, because people could troll with that ability on their Drakthir. Just like pick you up and like drop you into fire or something, you know? Like, yeah. So, well, we'll see. We'll see.
talent was created,
Yeah.
I think I said to you, we're never allowed to remove this ability. And then I picked your character up and put you on a pillar.
And then you flew away and left me there.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that plays right.
Aside from the physicality, the mobility, I'm also really excited that Evokers get to use the magic from all 5 Dragonflights. They get to cast red, blue, black, bronze, and green spells, and that sort of collection of different capabilities makes them uniquely powerful.
When creating the Evokers and creating the ability for the Evokers, it was amazing to be able to pull from such a different palette of abilities and colors and combine them into something new that we have.
And what better way to start practicing harnessing all that draconic magic than with our pre-patch event, Tempest Unleashed, which starts today with regional resets.
Holly and Brian are going to tell us more about it.
As pre-patch rolls out, it's not only the Drakthir that are on the move. Other forces are stirring too.
Primal storms are erupting throughout Azeroth as the presence of the Primalist forces begin to take hold. Earth, ice, fire, and wind, and they appear in iconic locations across Azeroth, bringing elemental-infused enemies with them. Defeating these enemies gives you an opportunity to summon an imposing boss elemental who offers a weekly reward to everyone who defeats them. It's a great way to gear up your characters to be ready to jump right into the new expansion. Also available with the pre-patch is a return to the Alderman dungeon. This updated version of the classic dungeon tells a new story while preserving the feel of the original. It's now available at level 60 on normal difficulty, and it offers unique loot that is only available during this limited time.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We hope you enjoy the pre-patch event. We can't wait to see you on November 28th, where we'll uncover the secrets of the Dragon Isles together.
It's going to be an excellent adventure. Before we go, though, let's roll that beautiful cinematic one more time. And we'll see you in Azeroth.
The one we got at the beginning? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause because I loved it, but I don't feel like I need to watch it twice within 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, so let me just make sure that is the final thing. Yeah. Okay, I chose to pause it on a pretty picture. So that's that. We got the 2 cinematics in there, and I'm guessing, yeah, I think that it's safe to say that the legacy episodes are done. They were leading up to these. And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yep. So let me know what you're excited for today. As for my stream, I'm gonna be doing everything. So we'll make the Drakthir. I'm sure that's how I'll start. So I'll probably make the Drakthir, level it up, which I imagine won't take too long. And then I'm probably gonna hop on my druid after that to do the primal event. I would rather do that on my main, and yeah, and whatever else we decide we're gonna do. So thanks for watching. I hope you're excited for the pre-patch of phase 2, and also for those that aren't aware, if you come by the stream, you can earn some Twitch drops. It's 4 hours of watching. I always stream past 4 hours, so you'll get it easily. That will be for the Dragon Kite TCG pet. And yeah, other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in like an hour. Bye, guys.